Hello guys, my name is Kwame Bediako Launch and welcome you to Ask Malonzi TV. So just recently, Cheddar posted he's come to release his 12 pillars for economic freedom. Only just 12. So he waited for the NDC and the NPP to release their manifesto, and there's the time he's come to release this. So he gave us only 12 strong pillars to economic freedom, which we believe these 12 pillars is going to change the economic freedom of Ghanaians. So one funny thing is when he was come, he didn't come with his Lamborghini, his Bugatti, or one of his expensive cars. He came with a tipper truck. So fast forward, he came on stage to deliver out his 12 pillars for economic freedom. And if you have been following each other for long, you know each other is about industrial. Okay, so his first point was about the 16 regional industrial resolution. Okay, so he said the 16 regional industrial resolution is supposed to bring back the 15 dormant region we have left for so long. Okay, so when it comes into power, those 15 regions left, they're all going to start functioning. So no one will move from his region to Accra for jobs because now Accra is choked and the other regions are not functioning. So it's going to bring back our regional industrial resolution. Okay, so first thing we talk about is we will create 8 million jobs in a decade. Yes, he's going to create 8 million jobs in a decade. 8 million jobs. So a decade is okay, 10 years is known as a decade. All right, so what he's going to do is he's going to invest more. Okay, he's going to invest more and he's going to create 10 million jobs. So from his video he stated there are about 855,000 jobs in the agricultural sector of Asante region. Okay, and in the mining sector there are almost about 5,080 583,000 jobs in the mining sector of Asante region. So when Cheddar comes, meaning you're going to have over 1 million jobs only in Asante region. Wow. So from only in Asante region, we can make about $8 9 billion. So we have all this money sitting, and it seems we are not seeing it. Like, no one is seeing all this money. Wow. So that's a nice idea. So let's go on to the next question, the next statement. He said, Western region is going to become the Texas of Africa. We have to take the region very serious. Okay, so Western region is going to become the Texas of Africa. We have to take that region very serious. Why? Because that region is having all the minerals like gold, bauxite, diamond, manganese, and iron core. Okay, and he also went ahead to say it is one of the richest region in Ghana, and if not Ghana, in the continent. Okay, so from only Western region, we can get about 4.2 billion. 4.2 billion. Yo, 4.2 billion. Yo, dollars, all right? That's very huge amount of money. And from only that western part or the western region, there are about 94,567 jobs. So indeed, this one is going to create about 8 million jobs because from only just a region, we are getting about 94,567,000 jobs. Wow, wow. Okay, so he went on and said, Nana Kwame Bediako promises 8,000 jobs in each region of his term. Yeah. So what we have already said, is going to create 8 million jobs. So every region is going to have approximately 8,000 jobs. Every region is going to have 8,000 jobs. So he went for it to say, no industrialization, no 24 hours economy. So what he basically means is only machine can work for 24 hours. Okay, so for the 24 hours, you're going to have three shifts. So one, some will be coming in the morning, afternoon, and in the evening. Because I quite remember Muhammad said he's going to bring that 24 hours economy. Okay, so Cheddar is trying to tell you that no human being can work for 24 hours without industrialization. So it's only machine. He went ahead to say the market woman in KUT and Makola cannot work for 24 hours. Yes, because they are not machines. Okay, they are not machines, so they can't work for 24 hours. So only thing that can work for 24 hours is machine. Okay, so he went ahead to said he's going to expand the country through water transportation. Yes. That's where the sea to Kumasi comes in. Which people doesn't think it can happen. And a lot of people are criticizing that part that it's going to bring sea to the Asante region. So it's going to expand the country through water transportation. Yes, and not only transportation, it's also going to expand our railways. Yes, so now Kwame Bediako promises to develop a comprehensive railway network exceeding 8,000 kilometers. Yo, that's huge. That's huge. This man is having a vision. This man is having plans for Ghanaians. Like comparing his manifesto to the other two, yo, this man's one is very deep. Like, yo, so like for now, there's the man that I've win my heart and I'll be voting for him. So Nana Kwame Bediako promises to develop a comprehensive railway network exceeding 8,000 kilometers. And this 8,000 kilometers is equivalent to 1.5 million tons of steel. Where are we going to get all this steel from? Okay, so he went ahead and said, we are going to get all this steel from our industrialization. And all this steel can be gotten from the eastern region. So we are going to produce our own steel, then convert it to iron rods to produce this railway. So this railway is going to make transportation easy. So railway everywhere, over train and one kwaba, over train, then everywhere with our own steel. So we are not going to give about dollars, billions of dollars to a company to come. Now we are going to have all this money. We're going to produce all this steel from our own country. Okay, so he said we are going to create an energy city that is that is to fit the that is to fit the power of all industries. Yes, so since you are going to have industries, you have to have a power. Okay, you have to have an energy city. So energy city like the solar farm, like the sun will from its own way there. That was what he said. And that's a great idea because we are going to have industrializations in all these 15 countries. We have to have an energy city. We have to have an energy city so that it can produce energy to all this industrialization. Okay, so without this energy, we can't run our industrialization. So he said, without industrialization, there will be no digitalization. It is impossible. Yes, sure, it is impossible. So he went on to say, Ghana needs a technology hub, and that's why we are combining it with the energy city. Wow. So we need a technology hub. That's why we're combining it. So the energy city like the sun, the solar farm to produce energy. So we need a technology hub so we can be able to produce our own phones, our own laptops. We are going to produce our own technology. Yes, that's a very and a brilliant idea. So looking at Chada's perspective, he's targeting all the aspects and he's having the mindset of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. He's very brilliant, okay? He's very brilliant. So he said his next point was reserve, reserve, reserve. He said you have food reserve for the next 100 years. Wow. So if you can have food reserve for the next 100 years, then you know what he's talking about? He's talking about agriculture. So he's going to invest more in agriculture. So we have to he's going to reserve food and not only food. Also, he talks about our gold. He said we have only about 7 tons of gold in the Bank of Ghana. So you can what we see across kaki to even know their mind now. So he's going to reserve food, goods, and oil. Okay. So he said this is what he calls it the real Ejapade. Do you know the reason? Because it doesn't belong to him, it belongs to the peoples of Ghana. Okay, so he's going to reserve this. So from the other party, see yeah, 60 billion lost from Bank of Ghana. Even maybe alpha. This lost from this, even maybe alpha, this lost from this. But his is going to reserve all for the peoples of Ghana. Then that's what calls it the real Ejapade. Okay. So his next point was, why why do we buy money? Why do we go to England or Switzerland to get the room to print money? So if you don't know, for our cities, for Ghanaian cities, it is printed in Switzerland. Okay. So he doesn't understand why we buy money. So from his own words, we are going to print our own money. Wow. Like I really love this point. I really love this point. We're going to print our own money. That's a very nice idea. And I don't know why like all these people are not seeing this, that no, we have to do such things like this. We have to print our own money. We have to stop going to Switzerland to print our own money. They are not seeing all this. But this man has sat down, and according to his researches, he's having a great vision, a great mind. And that is very nice. That is very nice of him. So he went on to say, we are going to create the national sovereign wealth. This is the new IMF. Yes, recently Ghana went to IMF to borrow $6 million. $6 million. Yes. That's very sad. But China is bringing the national sovereign wealth fund. So no more IMF. We are not going to IMF anymore. So once we are able to produce our own industrialization, our own technology, we are able to reserve our food, good money, oils, and this, we are going to build our own IMF. So when we need loan or whatever we need, we won't go to the IMF because we're having our own IMF in Ghana. That's very nice. That's very brilliant. So meaning we'll be taking our own anytime we need loan, we go to our own IMF, which is located in Ghana, and not we're going to America or other countries to borrow money. That's a very nice idea. He also talks about the Senate resolution. So he said the Senate, Senate. So before you can claim your Senate in Ghana, currently before you can claim your Senate, unless you are about 60 years, in Europe, some people don't get to enjoy their Senate. But Cheddar is trying to change it. So he's changing the Senate into National Insurance Fund so you can claim for your health, education, and accommodation. So for your Senate, it's turning to National Insurance Fund. So not only if you get to 60 can you access the money, but maybe after 5 years when you are sick, it's serving as a national insurance fund which you can claim your health. Maybe you need education and don't have money, since you are saving at Senate, you're going to have access to your Senate and also accommodation. Okay, so he also talks about industrification. Industrification, let's say yeah, industrification. So he said we need to diswestern our education. Yes, because now everything is from the Western. We are all learning from the Western. So because of that, we can't even produce our own, let's say tomatoes, like some petty things. Okay. Like it's very sad. So he said we should educate children about Ghana values, culture, and minerals. So we should educate our own children about all this, about our minerals we have in Ghana. So each Ghanaian will know we are having gold, what the gold can do, and we are also going to educate us on how to mine our own gold. So we won't go to China for China people to come and mine. So when you go to China, they teach them mining, but they don't mine in their country. They come straight to Africa to mine in our country. But we Africans, we don't teach us mining. They're coming in day in and out to mine our country, to mine and take away our gold. And we don't even, after all this, we are not even having nothing. We get nothing in our country, which is very sad. So he said we have to teach, we have to diswestern the foreign education, we have to diswestern our education. So we teach us how to mine. We know about our Ghanaian values, our culture and minerals. That's very nice. Okay. So he said his next point was about the environmental and human rights protection. Yes. So um, we are going to protect our environment and, and our human rights protection. So he said it's hilarious. Every water resources is poisoned in this country. Yes, because of the mining. All the contracts have been given to the China peoples to like no, when you go to River Prague, all the waters are dead. So he said he's going to protect it. He's going to bring back purification to purify our water. Okay, so we're going to protect our forest, land, and also he talks about human rights, about our voting. So he said our forest reserve have billions of trillions in them, but you are not protecting them. Instead, you're going around begging for money. Okay, so we have to protect our land. We have timber, Odumwawa, we are not protecting them. When we afforest, like when we cut them, we don't replant them again. Only in deforestation, we don't afforest again. So he said the voters registration must be open and accessible so long as the citizen is 18 years. Yes, so we are not going to have like 20 days for voters registration. So he's going to open for so long. If you know him, he started this campaign for so long, and on every interview he goes, he used to say about this. So when it comes, he's going to expand it so every citizen of Ghana will have the right to vote. This man is very genius. Right. So let's go to the next point. He talked about we present to you the apostolic governors, one president, 12 ministers to be responsible for the 12 pillars. Wow. So basically we're having about many ministers in Ghana. We have the Minister of Aviation, Minister of what, Minister of Football, Minister of Ampi, Minister of blah 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 blah. So he's going to reduce them to 12. So that's what he calls it the apostolic governance. So from the apostolic governance, you can see industrification, the Senate resolution, the reserve, the national year. That's about his 12 pillars. Yes. So that's the 60 resolution. We have all of them here. The sports, the first Ghana 50 billion. Yo, that's very nice. That's very nice. And like, yo, okay, so we are going to have only 12 ministers to be responsible. So meaning each minister is assigned to one pillar. Yes, ministry, sorry, each ministry is assigned to one pillar. That's very nice. So Nana Kwame Bediako promises to run run the country with 12 ministers. Yes, 12 ministers. Simple, first. You better to say who high sense. So. Yes, you better to say who. Okay, so for the ministers, you're going to have Minister of Trade, Energy, Finance, Education, Health, Justice, Agriculture, Inferior, Foreign Affairs, Tourism, Business and Development, and Defense. So like just 12 ministers. You don't need, you don't need much more ministers. So with which if every pillar is assigned to just a just a single, yes, just a single minister. That's what it is. Yeah. So let's move on. So he said we are going to build a 16 multifunctional sports academy across all the 16 regions. Yes. So he also went on to say Ronaldo and Messi can be found anywhere. Okay, so we are going to build a system multifunctional sports. So multifunctional, so not for only just football. Professor Okomika, you will get Usain Bolt from Ghana, get Ronaldo. We are going to have our swimming pools, our Java, those that through everything. So it's going to be from all the 16 regions because in Ghana we produce players since you don't have the facility. So once you produce the player, he goes out to play for football. Now saying you know what's up Tiska, what's up Fanaba. So this according to Nana Kwame, his vision is to produce them in Ghana. Like he's touching all aspects. Like and this man is very genius and he has grouped them only into 12. That's a nice idea. That's a brilliant idea. Yes, that's a brilliant idea. So that's what Cheddar said. And also, the last but not least, he talked about the sports and creative industries. Yes, yeah, that's what he said, the sports and creative industries, and also the world class studio and fashion. So one day I'll be able to shoot my video in a world class studio, okay, and about the fashion, how we are going to make our own clothes from processes to take to the first process, second process before it becomes clothes. Wow, Cheddar is having a very nice vision. So this was what he said. So he gave out only 12 and we are breaking down. So let me know who you're going to vote for. Who you are going to vote for after this. Okay. So if you haven't listened to the NDC and the MPP stuff, go and listen to it and also check Cheddar's video and know who you're going to vote for. So if you haven't watched his video, you're going to leave the link in the description. Okay. So thank you very much. Agree. Peace out. Peace.